John Thune spent the Senate's last cloture filing on college sports. The Clarity Act, XRP's rulebook, was not on that paper. If you hold 1000 XRP, the missing line is the whole story, and I don't read it as the loss it looks like. Here we can see the bill Protect College Sports Act of 2026, and it just came in, the cloture motion on the motion to proceed to measure presented in Senate. Cloture is the paperwork that starts a floor clock in the Senate. Nothing reaches a vote without it. This is your XRP news desk. Other business got that paperwork and the Clarity Act got none. So no clock is running on XRP before the Senate goes home. I'll show you exactly where 1000 XRP stands if this slips past the recess, and that answer got stronger in the last 24 hours, not weaker. Start with what Thune himself said the day before he filed. Breaking news, Senate Majority Leader John Thune confirms Clarity Act vote before August recess. John Thune said, "We have a bunch of stuff that we have to finish and we'll just have to stay here until we finish it." He continued to say, "I think market structure will get a vote on. Whether we can get it on or not, we'll see. I want you to hear the hedge inside of that. Whether we can get on or not is a man counting votes he does not have one day before he puts something else on the paper. So the delay is math, and math can change in a weekend where mood cannot." Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want more XRP news. That distinction is worth more to 1000 XRP than the recess date itself, because a bill nobody kills is a bill that comes back. And he said a version of this before. Clarity Act expected to miss its window before Congress summer break, leadership says. Thune said, "I would like to at least get clarity started," he told reporters. "We'll see where the votes are." 2 weeks ago, he would only say he wanted to get it started. Same man, same votes, softer language. So nothing collapsed in the last 24 hours because nothing was ever locked down. A promise that never hardened is a scheduling problem, and a scheduling problem does not touch what XRP is under that text. So the number that matters to a 1000 XRP holder was never a date. Hear it from Senator Cynthia Lummis herself.
Pleasure, Maria. Good morning.
Where does it stand right now? When we were together the last time, you said you're hoping that you could actually get this passed before you all leave for recess, which is supposed to be this Friday.
Maria, I don't think we'll be leaving on Friday. I think we'll go into the weekend. There are other bills in addition to the Clarity Act that we need to take votes on before we leave for the August recess. And Clarity is one of those bills. So I do believe that we will get a vote on the Clarity Act and get people on the record. After 11 months of negotiating with Democrats and adding 300 plus pages to the bill at their request, it's just time to get people on the record.
Well, that's right. And I think that's such a great point that you make, because obviously it doesn't feel like you've got the votes. Do you feel like you can secure the votes needed, or are you looking at another situation where Democrats want to offer more and more amendments related to ethics, law enforcement concerns, and then the amendments will just get blocked and it's just more time?
I continue to work with Democrats every day on those very issues. And we worked into the night last night on the CFTC portion of the bill. We're working more on the law enforcement portion of the bill. By the way, we've gotten a lot of support from law enforcement now who see this as a pro-law enforcement bill. And the president agreed to an ethics provision that no president has ever agreed to. He's gone farther to protect ethics than any president in history. Yet the Democrats do want more. Their proposal is in front of the president now, and we'll see what he does.
On the record is the phrase I would keep. A senator who wanted this quietly buried does not ask the names beside the votes. She's telling you the recess date is soft. The Senate can sit through the weekend, so that Friday was never the wall it looked like. Now listen to what she says has to do the killing.
And if this bill dies, the Democrats are going to have to kill it. We're going to vote on it, so it can't die by no votes. And if it dies, it's going to be because the Democrats kill it. I've been over backwards for 11 months to give them as much as we can possibly give them to regulate this industry. We want to onshore this industry. We don't want it to go to Switzerland or the UAE or Singapore. This is an important industry in the U.S. And we've tried to find the way to allow innovation to occur while still having a clear regulatory framework that this industry can comply with. And they want to comply. They want to be in the United States. Let's let them by passing the Clarity Act.
Forcing a recorded vote means nobody gets to smother XRP's rulebook quietly in the back room and blame the calendar. That points the threat outwards at the handful of people who would have to raise a hand to do it. That is the whole gift to a 1000 XRP holder. So the fight is now visible, and visible fights are the ones this industry has been winning since the SEC walked away from Ripple. Before the next piece, does the Clarity Act clear in September or later? Drop in the comments. Let me know. Tap the like, subscribe, and notification bell while you're down there. Now, the one thing genuinely standing in the way. The Gallego-Stillo proposal aims to resolve Clarity Act ethics concerns by expanding enforcement powers as Senate negotiations continue. An ethics carve-out is a rule about which officials may own and issue tokens, and it has nothing to do with XRP. 2 senators wrote a compromise, sent it up the road, and got silence back. That is not one desk not answering an email. That is the entire jam, which is smaller than it sounds because a bill blocked on an unrelated paragraph is a bill nobody has argued against on the merits. Nobody in that room is saying XRP does not belong. Look at what the Clarity Act has already survived. A bill that clears a whole chamber of Congress does not evaporate on a Friday. It sits on a calendar and it waits. And everything already banked stays banked through a recess. So what slipped in the last 24 hours was a schedule, not the Clarity Act. XRP's legal position in that text is untouched by any of it, and Ripple did not spend this week waiting. Ripple had just published Regulation First, Ready to Scale, what Ripple's CASP authorization means for EU digital finance. MICA is Europe's finished version of what the Senate is still arguing over, and Ripple now holds a supervised license under it. So Ripple stopped waiting for one government to make its mind and went and got itself regulated where the decision was already made. That is what a business does when it expects to still be here in 10 years. And I would rather have that than a floor vote nobody has scheduled. Washington is one door. Ripple just walked through a different one, and every door it clears makes the XRP ledger harder for the next regulator to argue with. The XRP price sits right now at $1.05, down about 1% over the last 24 hours, and none of the documents I read cared what the chart was actually doing. So how far can XRP actually run from here? Conditions, never dates. If the Clarity Act reaches the floor and clears, the zone I keep watching is $3 to $7. If ETF money keeps landing on top of that, $10 to $30 is a potential zone. And if banks settle real volume on the XRP ledger continuously every day, that's a major milestone, and we'll see potential 3-digit XRP. Tomorrow, I'm on the recess itself, whether the Senate really sits through the weekend, and what a September calendar is worth to a 1000 XRP holder. XRP has outlasted the SEC versus Ripple, so it will outlast a scheduling problem. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, stack facts, not fear, and I'll see you in the next video.